Okay, this is a really quick inventory setup overview so that you know what's involved and the steps in getting it all set up. So the very first thing you need to do before you begin is be sure that all of your SKUs are set up within Commerce7. And then you want to confirm that the inventory is on. So let's quickly go in there and take a look to see where we do that. We're on the dashboard. Let's go to the store. Let's go to products. Now to turn inventory on at the product level, you're going to have to do it at the time that you create the product. And if you did not turn on inventory when you created your products, not to worry, we'll be talking about that in a moment. But if you haven't set them up, go ahead and click Add Product. And as we scroll down here, you'll see Track Inventory. Toggle that on. It will ask you to define the inventory policy. Backorder allows you to sell a SKU once it hits 0, so it will go into the negative. Don't sell means that once it hits 0, do not sell it, show it as sold out instead. And then down here, if you have your inventory counts for the various channels, you can enter those. And just to let you know, all of the inventory numbers are in single bottles. They are not in cases. So if you see 100 in an inventory count, that's 100 bottles. That is not 100 cases. All right, that's with new products, but let's see what we can do if your products are already set up and this has not been toggled on yet. We're going to discard this guy and then we're going to go over to inventory. I'm going to go to the filter here. Inventory on equals no. I just want to see the ones that I do not have inventory turned on for. And for this 2015 Riesling, let's click into that guy. And down here in the Initialize Inventory section, the Turn Inventory On is defaulted. And we simply click Initialize Inventory. And now as we scroll down, we will see our Riesling. Okay, back to our slide real quick here. Once you've confirmed that SKUs are set up and that inventory is on, now you can get into the work of setting it up. There are a few steps here. Step 1 is to set up the inventory locations. A quick word about that is that you can have one location for web orders, one location for inbound or admin orders, and one location for club orders. Now they can all come out of the same location, but you can't have, for instance, 2 different locations for web and 3 different locations for inbound, etc., etc. You can have multiple locations for POS or tasting room orders. Once you have your locations set up, then it's on to step 2, and that's setting up the inventory management. And that's in the screen where we just were, where we saw all of the SKUs, and you're able to go in there and adjust numbers, transfer inventory, etc., etc. And then step 3, if it's applicable, you want to assign an inventory location to your tasting room or POS profile. And again, you can have multiple. So if you have 3 different tasting rooms, that is absolutely fine. You can have 3 different inventory locations where those will decrement from. And finally, a best practice. Try to keep it as simple as possible when you're setting up your inventory. If there is any way at all that you can consolidate channels to one inventory, that is great. If both your web orders and your club orders both decrement from the same warehouse, then you can have both of them being managed at one location. It just makes things a lot easier management-wise, admin-wise, when you can keep it as simple as possible. Okay, that's the quick overview. Feel free to hop forward in the article to take a look at the Step 1 Setup Inventory Locations video. And as always, let us know if you have any questions along the way.